have a look at the new Union. It's a 3 lever, 5 gauge non-curtain lock. Now these tend to be a bit more strict, a bit more tricky. It's that there's a middle lever in this one. It seems to be sticking out a bit more than the other. So there are buggers to bind, as you can see, that picking one, that 2, and then the one in the middle. So it's that low one in the middle that's going to be a problem on this particular lock. So we use this, I've set this one to 5, but there's 8 different readers on here. You can set them anywhere you like. It's a 7 gauge 2-in-1. The new stainless steel one. Right, so we want to get into the back. So we got hold of that. And they don't like binding. As you can see, the little buggers they are. Now, that one in the middle won't want to bind there. The one on the front's very tight. Oh, let's sneak to the back a little bit. Change your angles. Let's get to the back. Get to the back now. If the middle's tight, a lot of force going on here. Drop the back. Oh, and it is a tight little bugger. They are really little tight locks to pick. See, we're quite close to the line. The tolerances are quite tight on them. There we go. One in the middle was causing all the problems. This one you can't pick it so much backwards, anti-clockwise, because the levers all face that way. You have to go from the front, pick it clockwise, and it helps to put a bit of compression on it. It's finding that balance where there's too much or not enough. That one in the middle's tight. So you touch one in the middle. And that first one is really tight there. There we go. So have a look inside it. We'll wiggle this all out. If it wants to wiggle out, there you go. It's catching on the top. I find it's a lot more tricky than the old Unions, and I think it's the way the levers are sort of stepped out a little bit, so they've made it a little bit more difficult for it to bind. And it's only a very basic lock. I'm going to put a little hole in there so we can show you what's going on. So you can see very much different shaped levers now. First one's a 4. So it's sort of a middle, too much of a high lift, and you're always going to get stuck on that point. So you've got to find that balance, and it's difficult to read when you're actually towards the true gate. No false gates on it at all. And we're going to say we dropped right down, it's that one in the middle, to a 1. So that was a difficult one, so you had to give it a full lift. But luckily there'd be nothing on the bottom, so once you're there, you're there. Second one is number 1. And we're back to the third one, is a number 2. So 1 and 2 are fine, as you can see. Basically a lift and you're all right. But the way it's going to get you on this particular lock is if you lift up the first one and you try to put the tension on, you're always going to get stuck on that particular lever there, because you just won't drop back down, and you have to jiggle on and off your pressure. And then take the bolt out. It's just the usual bolt. You see, nice and smooth. This is a brand new one. I always found them a little bit tricky though. A little bit tricky, some anti-saw in there. So that's the new Union. So it's very much sort of shaped bolt as a strong bolt really. But it's only 3 levers and it's non-curtain, and there is no false notches in there. So guys, everybody, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you very soon. Ta-da!